Hi everyone, my name's Simon and welcome back to Walking with Whitey. In today's episode, I'm hoping to strike off another first. And if I bring you around, you'll be able to see it. It's very imposing when you're at the bottom like this. It's currently covered in cloud on top, but this is Tryfan. So I'm hoping to bag my first Welsh 3000 today. I'm here early. I heard that these car parks get full quite quickly. The weather is supposed to clear, so I'm in no rush now. Just going to get all my kit together, keep an eye on the weather, and see how it goes. Well, I've waited for as long as I dare. I've got the waterproofs on. It's been raining for about the last hour, but there seems to be a bit of a gap in the weather, so I'm just going to go for it. I've only just started from the car park down there. Take it nice and easy, see what the weather does. Don't think I'm going to have any problems with water today. Tryfan is threatening to show itself in all of its glory up there, but I wonder if the camera's doing it justice. It's absolute sheer. It looks quite daunting, I'm not gonna lie. That really wouldn't have been a good bloody start, would it? Well, we're going up this first bit. I'll do the usual talking about any new kit and equipment I've got, which, surprise, surprise, I do. Some of you might have recognised already. I'm sporting a new waterproof jacket and actually new set of waterproof trousers as well. I thought I'd take advantage of the summer sale and plus my veterans discount and got a new set, and they're both combined are half the weight of my previous waterproofs, so that's a win in itself. And it looks like they might get tested today, so let's see how they fare up. For the route today, it's not that I'm being deliberately vague, it's just I've got several options. The first thing I'd like to do is obviously nobble my first Welsh 3000. From there, depending on the weather, I can either call it there, come back down to one of the many lakes that there are around here and pitch up for the night, or if the weather's looking favourable, I can carry on. And there are a few more high summits that I could have a go at. I don't want to set myself too much of a task. Just want to enjoy it and take it in for what it is. Got 24 hours worth of food, 3 litres on my back. That with all the camera equipment, I'm currently running at 17.5 kilograms, which hopefully I'm not going to regret. Just getting into the cloud base. As you can see, the car park slowly disappearing into the fog. Conditions, apart from the mist, there's hardly any wind. Mind you, I am sheltered by mountains at the moment. And dare I say it, gonna jinx it now, aren't I? But it's dry so far. So we'll just keep plodding on. You can just see it opening up a little bit now. lots of places around here to camp for the night. I'm hoping to camp in a similar place to this, but on the other side of the valley tonight. A couple of hikers there dressed in orange, which is good to see, nice and bright. So here we are at the saddle, where you've got Tryfan that way, and you got the Gliders that way. Right up in amongst it now. We're at 720 meters, and of course I'm going to go for Tryfan, so I'm going to head up that way. So currently at 824 meters, and I'm a little bit stumped as to where to go next. The wind was coming in from the west, so I skirted around the east side of Tryfan, and I'm about 80 meters short on another little saddle, and I've come up against this. I'm gonna have to have a little explore round, but I'm guessing you can get up there. Just not quite sure how yet.
What's your YouTube channel called?
It's called Walking with Whitey. Yeah, so what's your name?
Austin.
Austin. And what's your name, sir? Jez. Austin and Jez. Yeah. I'll give you a shout on the channel. Thanks very much. So that's me at the top of Tryfan. Just met Austin and Jez. Cracking lads. These stones are called Adam and Eve, and you're supposed to jump from one to the other. So it'll be rude not to try. Oh dear. Okay, here we go. First time on Tryfan. Yes. And back again. Oh. And that's more than enough for me. Now that was nerve-wracking. You can't see, but that's got to be at least a few hundred meters drop down there. Sorry darling, but I had to do it. Right, I think what I need to do now is very slowly get back down to the saddle in between Tryfan and the Gliders, and then make a decision on what to do next. That's Tryfan all sorted. Currently at 820 meters, out of the wind a little bit, and I feel I just need to take 5 minutes. I just need to sit down, have a chocolate bar, and take stock. On one hand, first official Welsh 3000 peak bagged. Tryfan, I wish I could see more, but in some ways actually not seeing too much has probably helped me along, especially jumping over Adam and Eve. You know, I'm gonna have to do things that push me. I'm gonna have to do things that are gonna test me, that are gonna make me wobble, and that was one of them. And I'm just knocking down barriers one at a time. I'm now at the saddle in between Tryfan and the Gliders. I'm going to try for the nearest glider, which is Glider Fac. Just see how it goes. In between Glider Fac and Glider Four is a track that goes back down towards the car. So if I get that far and then I think that's enough, I can head down there or I can push on. So I'm just going to take it a stage at a time now and try and find this path that's going up to the Gliders. As you can see there, it's very sheer, but there's a path somewhere that I've got to find to get up there. That's probably the best view of Tryfan I've had so far today. Right back up in the soup now. This is a hell of a climb. Probably doesn't look much on the camera, but it is a hell of a climb. 870 metres. Got about another 40 to go. Here we are. That's something that looks a lot like the back of Godzilla, and I don't think this is Glyderau at the moment. I think this is a place called Glyderau. I will spell it out on the screen. But there looks like another kind of diving board thing now on top, so while I'm here, it would be rude not to, wouldn't it? Hope you can hear this because it's blowing a hoolie up here. Don't want to stay up here that too long. Oh no! I've smashed the lens. Hopefully, you can't see it. Oof. So I'm guessing that this is Glyderau. The diving board is over in that direction. So now, that's Glyderau. Nice little bit of track. I haven't seen that in a while. So on a day like today, on a clear day, you can just see down there that body of water, and the other side of that body of water is Penny Pass, which is the start of the tracks for Snowdon. So all this here, on a clear day, you'd be seeing Snowdon in all of its glory. There's a nice bit of level ground in between Glyderau and Val, even though it's very windy. Just thought I'd use this time to give a bit of an update because not been able to do much. Managed to do 2 of the Welsh 3000s so far. I'm heading to the 3rd now, and then when I get to the 3rd, I'll make a decision on whether to go for the 4th. Here we are, Glyderau, 1001 metres. Can't see anything. So finally come back down out of the mist, and we've got a view. Check this out. You can see the coast over there. That's Wygarn, where I may be heading next, and you can just see down into the Devil's Kitchen, which is there. Had a bit of lunch, filled up my water, had a full replen, and I've done a bit of charging with the camera and the phone. They've taken a bit of a battering today in usage, and I'm ready to go on. I've decided that I am going to go up Wygarn. It was in nearly full view, as you saw earlier. Now it's completely disappeared again, but there is quite a prominent track going up it, so that's the way we're going to head now. Nice little spot that. If it wasn't so close to the Devil's Kitchen path, could be quite a nice place to camp out. I suppose you still could if you came here late enough, but there has been quite a lot of people walking by here in shorts and t-shirt with the dog, you know, so they're doing a little round robin route today by the looks of it. Well, there's no easy way of doing that, so here we are at the top of Wygarn, 947 metres. Not much to see, I'm afraid. sheltering in this built up cairn a bit. Probably around about that way would be Trefan, the Gliders and Devil's Kitchen and Wygarn itself. That's 4 summits on the Welsh 3000 completed today. No more summits for me. I'm going to get down off this one and find somewhere to camp up for the night. You can see my campsite for the night just coming into view down there. I hope it's good anyway. I'm going to go and have a look. Look at this. I think I've super lucked out here. Look at this nice flat spot. Look at that for a backdrop. That's Wygarn up there. It's 3:30. I know it's a little bit early, but I've done some Ks today and I'm absolutely shattered, so I'm going to get set up. Oh, the weather's really cleared up now. There's Trefan in all of its glory. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but you can just see Adam and Eve up top there. So this morning I started from the car park down here, came up here, up to the saddle, and went the other side, and then came up Trefan this way, and then came down this side, and then up the back of this one to the Gliders, which they're just about clearing as well, all the way along this ridge line. Some ups and downs in between. That's Wygarn there, and then came all the way down this hillside here and found this absolutely cracking spot for the night. I am really tired. Done about 14 Ks I think it is, up and down, so I'm going to get some food on and then I'm going to start settling in. I know it's only probably about 4:30, 5 o'clock, but I'm pretty secluded where I am. No, not many people around, so fingers crossed I don't get bothered. So I've got the EV300 again, the big Agnes underneath, and Trekology pillar that I haven't blown up yet. All my bits and bobs down the side there and down the bottom there. Everything outside is stuff to cook with, and my backpack is just there. That's me all set up and settled down. Before I get some food on, just want to recap on today. Absolutely miserable conditions when I turned up, and it didn't look like it was going to get any better. So I said to myself, Tryfan, just do Tryfan, or give it a go. Even if that gets too much, just go back to the car. And to be fair, very early into the day, the rain stopped, but it was just a persistent cloud and mist. So Tryfan came and went, and I thought I'd try the Gliders. So I did both Gliders, and then I thought, well, I might as well do Wygarn as well. I hope that's how you pronounce them all. I'm sorry if I'm getting it wrong. So that's 4 of the Welsh 3000s done today, which is absolutely amazing. I saw this area in another YouTube video. Andy from Backpacking UK, if you ever do watch this, it was your video I got inspiration from. You know, if I was to swing you around now, the view I've got from my door is Tryfan, Gliders, and over the road there, I'm sorry, I forget what that one's called, but that's one of the Welsh 3000s. I'll stick it on the screen. I really wanted to try the Optimus tonight, so I know it's 2 kilos, whereas the Durston, looking at the conditions now, the Durston would have been fine, and it's just under 1 kilogram. This is 2 kilograms, but I've carried the extra weight, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how this pans out. I mean, it's absolutely solid. I have pitched up a little bit early. I can still hear people coming down off Wygarn, but it's a nice green tent, so I'm hoping that they don't see me, because I am tucked away quite nicely here. However, a drone did go over earlier that probably did clock me, but nothing's happened since. That was about an hour ago. Really disappointed in these boots, I'm sorry, but I am. My feet got soaking wet early on, and now I'm airing them out. As you can see, got the socks on the Optimus washing line. Let's see if they'll dry out by morning. Probably not, but you never know. So I'm a bit disappointed in that. I might have to go back to full leather boots for wet conditions then, maybe. I mean, these are material, but they're Gore-Tex, so I don't know how that's happened. Maybe I need to research it a bit more. Apart from that though, it's cleared up nice, and I'm settled in. I'm just going to chill here for a bit, and then I'm going to get some food on. Okay, on the menu tonight we have adventure food, pasta carbonara, dehydrated. So I boiled up some water, put it in, giving it 10 minutes, giving it a good stir. Let's see what it's like. There is a lot. Being a big carbonara fan myself, I'll tell you that's not bad. It's not bad at all. Not the best one I've had so far, but the sheer volume in here, it seems like, I mean, look how bulky that is. It seems like there's twice as much here as what there is in a fire pot, for a start. Maybe that's just the pasta bit, I don't know. But yeah, very nice. It's going to take me a while to tuck into this one, so I'll bring it back a little bit later. I thought I'd buy some old rations as well, military rations, just to see how much they'd changed from my time. I've got here chocolate cake that I'm going to have for afters. I don't think you need to do anything with it. I suppose you could heat it up, boil some water and heat it up, but I'm just going to have it cold. See what it's like. God, midges are out. It's nice. It's very dry. You eat it with a tea or a coffee or something. I've only got coffee for the morning, so I'll just have to make do. In fact, I've got a hot chocolate for tonight, so I might double whammy it with the chocolate. I might save it for that. But not bad. Midges are coming out in force now. The wind's dropped. I've got my hot chocolate on the go. I'm going to have an early night tonight. Today has been, without a shadow of doubt, the hardest day I've ever done hiking on my own. But it's also been the most exhilarating and gratifying. I spent 99% of today going through mist with about 10, 20 meters visibility, and I managed to circumnavigate a very tricky ridge. There were times when I froze and I was like, what the heck am I doing here? But then the important lesson learned is just to stop, sit down, take stock, check your map, check yourself, make sure everything's okay. If everything's fine, then just carry on. A really good thing about this route as well is each section has a path that leads back to the car park. So that was good for me, because if I was stuck up there with no way down, then I might have panicked a little bit more. But because I had those stages where I could go, all right, let's just do another one. Let's just do another one. Then before I know it, all 4 was done. And now I'm sat here, I'm fed, hot chocolate, absolutely cracking views, and I've just checked my sunrise app, and it looks like, if I do get a sunrise, it looks like I'm pointing in the right direction as well, which is good. Sunrise about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. So, all in all, a good day. I'm going to finish this hot chocolate, and then I'm going to get settled into bed, and then I'll bring you back then, just to say goodnight, basically. Well, that's me all tucked up in bed. It's 11 degrees outside. It's 18 in here. So the tent's doing its job. Unless anything happens through the night, I will see you in the morning.
Good morning. It's 5 o'clock. I had a bit of a topsy-turvy night. The wind has really picked up overnight, so I'm glad I'm in this tent. Also 7 degrees outside, so a little bit nippy, but it's 14 degrees in here, so another good reason to have this tent. It's nice and warm in here. It's time to get up now and get some breakfast on and see if I've got a view this morning. Not much chance of a view of the sunrise, unfortunately. It's actually a very low cloud base. Good old sausage and beans this morning and a cup of coffee to get me started. Still quite low cloud cover, so I'm going to have this and then I'm going to pack up and then I'm going to get back to the car because everything's still dry at the moment, so I like to try and keep it that way. One thing I'm not looking forward to is putting my wet boots and socks back on. Ugh, hate that. Just about to pack the tent away now. The inside's all empty, but I wanted to just give a bit of a shout out to this tent, the Optimus X-Lite 4-season. The wind really picked up last night. I haven't touched any of the guys or anything this morning, and look, it's absolutely solid. Brilliant tent. So yeah, very happy with this. As you can see, apart from 1 or 2 items, I'm all packed up. It looks like the weather could be taking a turn for the worst, so I want to get this down as quickly as possible and get back to the car. So I'll bring you back when I'm on the move. That's me all packed up now. As you can see, all my rubbish in there. I'll leave no trace. This is an absolutely blinding camp spot, and it does shelter you from most parts of the wind. I'm not going to put a 10-figure grid of where it is because I think part of the fun is trying to find somewhere, but I mean, there's Wygarn there, so you can figure it out for yourselves. Right, the wind has really picked up now, so it's time to get off the side of this mountain. Wow, this is quite a view coming down off the peak. Take it nice and easy coming down here. I can see my car in the far distance. It's going to take me a while to get there, but I'm in no rush. This is probably the best view that you're going to get on this trip of the Devil's Kitchen. So just up here is a pathway that will take you up to the top there, and you'll have the Gliders that way and Wygarn that way. So that could have been one of the places where I came down if I wasn't happy yesterday, but I'm so glad I did carry on. Just up there, in there somewhere is where I camped last night. One last look. Bye-bye Gliders. It's been emotional, but it's been an amazing experience.
Interesting. Instead of trying to remember all the names, maybe I should have started this way. That's lovely, that. Really lovely idea. So now I'm just on the road from the National Trust Centre, heading back to the car. Got about 1 kilometre to go along the road. So I thought now would be a good time to summarise the whole trip. Got here around about this time yesterday, met with heavy rain, mist. So I decided to sit in the car for an hour, stick it out for a bit, see if the weather changed. There was a break in the rain, but the mist persisted, so just thought I'd go for it. Started heading up towards Chafan, and within 10 minutes, got soaking wet feet, which I was not happy about. These boots, I'm gonna have to rethink these completely. Couldn't see any more than 20 meters and done the leap over Adam and Eve. Came back down from Trafan, and it was there that I made the decision to carry on. I very nearly ended the day there because the conditions just wasn't right. So I cracked on up to the Glyders, done both Glyders, and then along to Wygarn. Came down off Wygarn and found a absolutely cracking camp spot for the night. One thing I will say, just tracking back a little bit, going over the Glyders towards Wygarn, technology, embrace the technology. If you were just using a map and compass up there and pacing, I don't care how good you are, you would have come unstuck. OS Maps on your phone, I think, costs about £25 a year, and it is absolutely brilliant. Gives you a 10-figure grid whenever you want it, even if you haven't got a signal, phone signal. It runs off GPS, satellite. It does a snail trail, so you can backtrack if you need to. It orientates the map, no problem at all. Just a really, really good app. The side note with that is, just make sure you got a decent power bank. I mean, I have got a decent power bank, and I've never had an issue with power on this trip. I've redone my drone batteries, I've redone my phone, and I've recharged the battery on this camera, and I've still got 50% left on it. So yeah, the lightest power bank and the most powerful, I think that's what I'm going to be researching next. If it wasn't for technology yesterday, I probably would have come unstuck. Those adventure foods, they're my new favourite. It wasn't the tastiest of meals I've had. However, the amount you get in one meal, that's good. I really like that. So moving forward, I think that's the ones I'm going to go for. The Optimus tent, flawless all night, and the wind got up quite a bit as well. One thing I will say to the guys at Optimus, apart from my first look video, which I just picked up a couple of things which everyone else has, like a double zip, bigger pockets. One thing I will say is on the vents, maybe a bit more Velcro. Maybe Velcro all the way along the base of the vent. I think that would be a bit better. But apart from that, absolutely stunning tent for the price you pay. And the walk down this morning has been very nice. A few spots of rain. But I'm about 200 meters away from the car now. So it's time for me to sign off. I hope you've liked what you've seen. If you have, please like and subscribe. I'll be posting every week on a Friday at midday. Every other week it'll be a hiking, backpacking or wild camping video. And then the alternate Fridays will be a shorter video on a piece of kit or equipment that I've got, either a first look or a bit of a review. All that's left for me to say is thanks very much for watching. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.